Welcome back to Shapes 2, the Make Anything machine. My name is Nilaus and I will be your guide on this tutorial. I guess we can call it a tutorial. I think it's fair to call this a tutorial on how to make a Make Anything machine. What we're going to do today is, well, you just saw the train coming in. We are going to add colors to this, which is actually a lot simpler because we built some really good structures. So we're going to be starting by doing making some more room for our build. And we have this one here. So if you haven't caught up if you don't know what the Make Anything machine is, or if you are just watching this one randomly, then check out the first two videos in the playlist, because that will actually give you a much better idea about what is actually going on and what we're trying to achieve. In short, we're trying to achieve a machine that will automatically identify this shape and then complete the shape, send it into the vortex, and then I just have to click claim, and then it'll generate a new random goal, and we want to be able to do that. So now the random goal has started to add colors, so we need to be able to handle colors as well. Now this is going to be a little bit expensive to start with, because what we're going to do is we're going to simply take all of this. Nope, we're going to take all of this, and actually you as well. Cut, that's 170,000, and I'm going to put it down there. This is fine. We need to add something in between. We are simply going to add, and let's see, we're going to add some color trains, color unloader trains there, and they are going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. Right, so now that we're starting to unload the colors, we need to figure out what is it actually we want to do. Well, we now have the right shapes, and I'm going to deliberately put it here where there's a full shape, because that means I only need to paint 3 lanes, and then after that we split it. That's clever. We need to make sure that it detects the stuff that comes in here on this belt, will go through, and then will be added. Now there will be actually be unloaded. Then I'll check basically this shape. Should it be yellow? No. Should it be pink? No. I don't know, magenta, cyan, white, blue, green, red, and then if none of them are true, then it just falls through. But if either are true, then it'll start sort of pushing it in and going there. So that means we need to have this signal here. We need to use that signal and transport it. The whole thing doesn't work right now because we need to transport the signal back again. Yeah, these are not getting a signal inbound because it was supposed to get the signal from here. But yeah, we'll get it. Let's see. Good. So now they actually are getting the inputs. You can see the shape that they want. And we should then check here. This one will be the one that should be red, which is perfect because that's the easiest. Then I can just do a symbol shape here. This is the one that should be true. And we're going to be just doing that because we're only going to do one design at a time. So what is it we want to do? Well, the first thing is we want to get our liquids in. But we also want to get our belts in here. I'm just going to design it for one level, because if I can get it for one level, then we can get all of it. The thing is, this needs to be all of these, and if I need to paint one belt, then I need one launcher for it. Yes, so 4 launchers is actually enough for 4 belts. 1, 2, 3, 4 belts. So I can just lead this in, and then as long as I actually get it out on the other side. Oops, that did not work. As long as I get them out here, then that's fine. So what I need to do is I definitely need to bring these two together. And how we do that? Well, we're also going to need to do this part. And that means I'm going to jump in here. We can't bring it up, but we have to respect that we need to maintain this one, because now it should be going over here when this is all built. Oh, by the way, there's something I should mention. There is in 0.08, there is a new machine that is here. This is a pipe gate. I was looking at it, and the thing is, okay, let me just illustrate it. If I wanted the pipe gate, then I'd need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors in, or I'd need to get 1, 2, 3 colors in and then do a lot of work. Either way, I'm going to end up with a big platform that then needs to sort all the colors and then spread them out to all this. I was looking at it and go like, that's actually taking a lot more space, because then I need to bring all these 4 belts in here, and then I need to do a big coloring block and then sorting. It's really, for me, it feels much better to do a matrix. I will do the other one when it comes to the crystallizer eventually, but I'm not going to do it right now. This one, I'd rather have an array that we can use. So some of the things that are given is here. Then what we're going to do is we are going to get this one simply passing through, and it should then be sending it inbound into a little build. It should be like as close to this as possible. So this build is going to be the paint stuff. There. How do we do paint? There we go. That is the design. And then what we need to do is just get the paint in here, which kind of then gives us also the answer. And that gives an answer here. There we go. So this comes in, and then I need to do the logic for when is it going to go in and get painted, or when is it not going to go in to get painted. And that should happen somewhere down here. And what is it we want? We want to take, oops, and evaluate what we got inbound there. But this time we actually want to evaluate the color. So let's first start by checking that this is actually colored. It is. Perfect. And then I'm going to have the rotators 1, 2, 3 rotators here if I need to. And then I will need to ask the question, is this equal to the color that this one is in charge of? That's the red color. So I'm going to be doing a hard coding here of the color red. Color-R. There we go. And is this true? It is true. And if that's true, then it goes straight ahead. Oops, that's not. So I could either put a not signal or I can do it as a not equal. So yeah. So this one is saying if it is equal, then it'll send a false signal, which means it'll go that way. Now my bigger question is, oh, right, why is it not coming in? Oh, because I cut this belt. Nice. Right, I think this is working. We need to check that it is working. It comes in. Yes, it goes up there. And do I need it to do it in multiple? Yes, multiple levels. I do not need all of this circuit built for the other levels. Nope. But I do need to sort of grab this in here. So copy, paste, and paste. We're just going to assume that it works. And then I will do, yeah, and oops, 1, 2, there. There we go. So that now is taking care of spreading it to the other 2 levels. And it comes out as red squares. So let's do the same test, but also add it over to the green one. And then I will be configuring this to color green. Now, first of all, some of them went through because it was here, but now it says, is it equal? Yes, but I'm asking, is it not equal? Is it not equal? See, honestly, I know it seems silly because it's more operations, but I feel that this is cleaner because the icon here is an equal sign. And if it was changing this sign to an inequality sign, it actually would look a lot better. There. I just feel it's a little bit better this way. Well, you're going to have to endure. We're going to be using the not equal sign here. Whoops. That one is somehow set to there. Good. So you go in, you will not go in. And then let's go the other way. Yep, this one will then be having a rotation. And let's just see which one we're evaluating now. We don't know. We can see that over here. We're evaluating. Where's the base shape? Base shape is that one. So again, the top right hand corner. Cool. And that's completely irrelevant. So that is just, I think it's, okay, so this one, adding up here is going to be very simple because that's just 2 turns and it's 3 turns. But then I think it's easier for us to do this one. do that first, and then we can copy upwards as well, because we have to do some manual work. This one will then be color blue. And one more time, and then that will be color white. I think we're getting like a little bit of the sense of what it's supposed to be. And then that will be the color cyan. Yeah, and then that will be the color magenta. And then the last one, we'll just kill that. And then that will be color yellow. Good. Kill the other ones. And then take this and just go up, up, up. And then it obviously doesn't work because right now we are still missing these here. That's one turn for each of these. So I just add the turns here. 1, 2, 3 turns. There we go. This is in principle all the colors. So why is it not working? Well, we don't have a train over here yet, but let's get the train back again on installed and go back. Now it's a little bit further. Why is it not coming in? Well, this is the problem. Yeah. So what I need to do is, instead of looking up, I have two ways. I have two ways to doing it, because I'm also just knowing the color. So I could use the painter and then just do there, paint it. Then it would actually work. But then that doesn't really work when I need to turn many times back and forth. Then I kind of run out of a place to color it, because it has to be colored before going into all of that. Or does it? What if I take this out and do a coloring there? I don't know. I'm a little bit... no, it has to go in there. Yeah, okay, so that's not working. So what I need... This is one way, but it doesn't work when I have all these turns. So instead, what I want to do is actually, I want to take the shape and then I want to cut it. So I want to cut the shape. Then if we look at it, what the shape... That means I've taken out the top level. But what if I then... Now, this is not a good example, but I need to do... Because I need to do cuts twice there. And then I do 1, 2, 3. That will get us what we want. But if I then follow this pattern up here, then that means I'm going to have a turn, then a cut, then a cut, and then, oops, a turn, right? Cut, cut. So that's this one. And now I just simply shift those over a little bit more, which means this one, and then cut, cut. I get that one, and the last one will not work. But it will still need to be done because it'll work for the next one there, which will then be the last tile. There we go. All right, so we are now sending all of this through. Is it working? We have 2 items over on this side. It works, and it goes up, and it gets consolidated, and they look wonderful. This one only has 1 inbound, so it goes on the bypass. The bypass goes up here. It checks again here. It checks the half versus the half, and it's looking good. And it goes up here. Does it have things on both sides? Yes, it does. Then it goes up and it goes into the merger. Is it the correct shape? It is. And lo and behold, we have the shape. Here we go. We now have the packages ready and sending it out, sending them back towards the vortex. And in the meantime, like, I know that when I show it like this, it looks really simple, but I've also just been, trust me, I've been hacking away at this a few times before we got to something that was usable. But it was still like, this was the idea, and I think it's robust, and I think it really works very well, and it gets all the stuff done. And we can now have this signal here going in, and then it spreads automatically all the way in, so that everything here is actually directly linked to that signal. Unfortunately, we can't use this idea to link up to the other signals. And we got that one completed. And when you get something that's completely red, now let's see how our deletion thing works all the way through. Like from here, I could bring it in, but then it'll be brought into that one, which I don't really want it to be. And then, well, I couldn't bring it up because I also have this merges in from the side. So we'll just make do with having these ones being requested in, which means that when I copy it to another level, it'll be a little bit difficult or different. However, we just need to confirm now that it works. Is it nothing happens until we get to the delete part. That is here. This is the delete part. And now we go through the new formula. Oh, this autosave is starting to get a little bit more cumbersome here. All right. Well, this one is saying a square in the top right. Yes. And then it's a circle. Nope, nope. That was the previous one. So we're needing a wedge coming in here. And this one is not getting anything. And because that's the lower right-hand corner here. Left-hand corner. And this one is also not getting anything. Why is it not getting anything? It's simply because it's coming in now. Look at that. We're seeing it, just the stars getting in here and getting a nice roll of paint. And the wedges should be coming in here. Oh, look at that. Just perfect timing. Seeing the wedges getting paint. And then this one will clear out. So this is the part where I don't need to clear out this faster, because by the time the next shape comes in, the previous one has already cleared out from the belt. So it clears out before the next one comes in. I mean, if you go from wedge to circle, then it will have a certain overlap. But hey, this is why we have this, to clean it out so we don't get too much junk in here. The circle part here, or the square part, is already ready and sitting here idle, waiting to be coming in. And here we have an invite. We have two things coming in, so they need to be merging. I love this. It's so nice to see that working. And this one is a bypass. Excellent. And then up here, we should see both coming in shortly. So what is now the next thing? And the next thing is, ironically, incredibly easy to make. It's really surprising how easy it is to make the next thing. Because we're simply going to send there. And we'll send everything up here. Is it really just a matter of doing this thing, and then we suddenly have twice as big? Yes, it absolutely is. Oh, how much did that cost? Oh, 410,000. You might want to do that in several steps. Okay, the green. Are we only getting 2 inbound? Oh yeah, we only have 2 inbounds. Yes, so the green one comes in here. And then once this milestone is completed, which it will as soon as we get the first one. First we need this one to be deleting. It takes a little bit of time to flow through, but we can start on the next one, because this one should actually not be... What should that be? Ooh, did I just prematurely jump into 2 layers? Like, that's crazy. I don't have the blue yet, but we're gonna get the blue. The blue will be this one. Blue. And then cyan and magenta. And now we're going to need to get a different shape. But if I get a different shape, I'm going to send it into the green, and I don't want that. So I'm going to build a shape here. So now we have a new shape that is in many levels, and I'm going to switch it over here. And that is a complete mess, but at least we can see what's going on. So don't connect that. Now I just need to make sure that, okay, so this part here is the first level, the top level. Then I'm going to get the second level. And then onwards. Here. Like this, I think. Let me just check on these locations. What we're sending out. Yep. That looks good. If I look at it, green is the lowest level, red is the second lowest, blue is the second highest, and white is the top level. So that one needs to go over here, and then I connect it. But if I do that, then I ruin this design. So I need this to be sent off, and then I can change it. Good. Which means this is coming in as blue. That means we're going to get the new shapes. All that is good. But I also need to make sure this one is working for all of that over on this side, but it doesn't work for the stuff where we get it in here. So I need to get this going. There. Ooh, there was flickering. Oh, there's flickering. Damn it. So I do have to... Ah, right, of course. Well, we'll fix it. There. The problem is this one, I think. This one is sending it out on the green. Damn, I just ruined it, right? Because they're flickering here. Because there are 2 signals that are mixed up. What is the other signal? It's an... Oh! It's simply the fact that it's there, right? Now it shouldn't be flickering anymore. No, it was just empty. All right, so what do we have now? We have now all the blue signals up here, and we should be sending it in and telling it to build this shape. Also saying that if it's this shape, then please pass it on. Why are you throwing that out? Oh, right, because it's a square thing. Because I just activated the green paint before it had cleared the belts. But these should be circles now. Yes, perfect. This is not really what I want to do, but hey, once this is done, it's probably gonna be the next thing. So we're gonna let this one. There we go. And let's see how much we need. We just need less than that, so we can just set the train in here. Whoop. So that gets us a milestone completed, and then I hope that the next milestone will be in 2 levels. It could be. I guess we'll find out. Let's see what the next shape is. That's a boring one. Anyway, I also made another mistake, but we'll deconstruct this, because what I did now was I have level 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to add 3 and 4 on top. I think actually I wanted 1 on top and then move it down, because that kind of makes sense. I mean, making 2 and making 4 shapes isn't really a big deal in terms of difference. I can always change it. So the only thing we miss after this is actually a configuration such as this one has to be flipped. Yes. I'm going to take you a little bit back. Then I'm going to take you and get that in here. And then I'm going to take this one, particular one, and then flip it and rotate it so that it points down there. Flip it. There. Good. I think that is a thing. But this is not a thing. This one has to be comparing the 2 levels, which is a little bit more complicated. Oh, that one just got instantly completed. I have no idea why. Must be something I've already done in previously. But hey, we got another shape. Almost level 200. I just thought about it. This one is actually surprisingly easy. Because basically this one is saying, instead of saying if level 1 and level 2, then what I should actually do is I should just say if level 2 exists. If it is not equal to null, then it's actually good. So I'm just going to be hard coding here a value of null. There. And then see what we get. 0. That's untrue because there is a value here. There. There is a value. Because there is a value, it is not null. Which means I then have to do not equal. And then do that. So this means now if there is something coming from both sides, then go up here. Why is it not coming anything from the other side? I do not know. I need to figure out what it needs to do. It should be building something. These are okay. It's working. It's working. It's working. Right. Okay. So it's just working its way through the system to get all the way up here. And now we have the mixture of this default shape and the real shape. So I'm actually going to just toggle it back and then going to say, let's get the real shape in here. And then it just won't be able to test it until we have a real module inbound, right? And this one will then also be then comparing it not to either level of this, but actually to the overall level, the original one, to this one. Then saying, is it correct? No. But if it's correct, then we can put it into a train. So that means at this point, we have now moved a little bit ahead of where we should be because we've actually made it in 2 levels. And I think I actually want that one to be down here. That's a great place to have it. And so I made it into 2 levels and did colors in 1 episode. That's way too much. But we're going to have to let it run a little bit, completing some levels of colors until we start seeing one with 2 colors or 2 levels. Milestone completed. Let's see if that's the next. Nope. That's the next one. Is still only 1 level. Well, off we go. Let's get 1 more. Another milestone completed. And let's see if then, yay, the next one is a both with colors and 2 levels. So this is going to be a challenge that only our new glorious hub can complete. And then or not a hub, a MAM can complete, and then we'll also get to level 200. So let's see if it works. Now that will be, this will be level 1. Level 1 counted. Ha. That's not great. There's a flickering. Because this damn thing is still here. Whoop. There you go. Alright, so that was a little bit of a mishap. That needs to go because this really shouldn't be anything except just that. Just indicating what level. All the logic should be over here. And the logic goes, scrape it off. The top level, the green level should be a circle, and the blue level should be a something and a blue. And then I also have to make sure that the stuff that comes in, that's, for example, this one is blue, and then the blue comes here. So is this the one that gets blue? No, it's not actually. So we do need to do this one. That means all of this has to be cut and flipped like that. And then you need to go flip that up there, because it's important that this one is coming on top. Wait a minute. Did I just mess it up? The circle goes on top. Are you making circles, or let's see. Yeah, you're making circles. So the circle goes on top. So this one has to go on top, and it is it was perfect before. Trying to get it in, and this one's active because we say that, and this one's the on top one, and this one up here should be blue as blue spike and something else. Is there something being painted blue? Yes, there is a spike being painted blue and a circle that's bypassing, and then 2 empty. So those will go over here and they'll be merged. Perfect. Is it coming out? Barely. There's the first one. There we go. Looking at a nice shape coming in. Then it's gonna get evaluated against this measure here. We see them flying down. We do not see them plopping down. Hey, they go on to the next. All right, so at this point, I will be comparing the halves, and it should be a bypass because there's nothing else up here. So we should see it come out here eventually, going in, bypass, out. Yeah, we can see the stuff is coming on a bypass, and then means it should be coming out here. Anytime now, we want to follow it all the way through. There we go, we see it here. Bloop. And they plop out, great. And then it goes in here, and then it'll be evaluated against the entirety of level 2, counted from the top. What about the level 1? How's level 1 coming? The level 1 is half a sphere and half another sphere, and that comes out as, oh, is that? Oh, that's, yeah, residual crap. Okay, so that's some residual crap because this is a half circle and that's a half circle. So it just needs to clean out the stuff that's already here. You can see there's something from the previous iteration that got stuck, and that will just neatly be rolled directly into the trash pit. And moving on, and then this one was just saturating up here for the merger. This is the merge for actually stacking things on top of each other. Ooh, we're getting the very first things which go forward, and then they need to go in here. Oh yeah, okay, we're getting something out, but that's just again broken stuff that will just be cleaned out before we get the first actual stuff. This is the first actual one that comes in. Oh, it's exciting. And let's see, that comes in on top, so the circle will go on top, and we're gonna just follow the first one, see how far they go. This one, okay, it needs to go all the way down. This one goes here, so maybe one of these will be the first one coming out, which is nice because that's going to be an top belt, and all of the residuals from the previous iteration that's been merged together in a weird and broken way will now be cleaned out. And are we getting some? Yes, that looks like the right location, the right sphere, or the right shape, combined shape, 2-level shape. Nothing coming in. Oh, we got the first one. It works! Yes! So, just let it run, and then we'll get the milestone completed. Look at this beautiful build. I think we're ready. We have now sent it out, and man, this looks beautiful. And that one should be completing very, very soon. And that gets us the first milestone, or the first multi-level milestone completed. There is, of course, like a lot of time while it is just on the train heading back. Is it? There we go. Ah, brilliant. There we go. Level 200. And we get another multi-level thing, which our new build here, our new MAM can easily take care of. So here we go. That's super amazing. What we've done in recap is we've basically done, all of this part, but it is basically just one shape, and then the only thing you need to do is you need to select a different color as you multiply that way, and then you add rotation as you multiply that way. Once that's done, all the colors are done. There was a little bit of change to the cleanup, but that's been fixed as well. And then then it's just basically combining the stuff we already have, the deleters, the pathfinders, and the stackers into this part. And that's what I'm trying to aim for, is building it as modular as possible. So all in all, we only have one new blueprint added this time, but if you want to get the blueprints, they are available to Patreon supporters. So if you're a Patreon supporter, thank you very much for supporting the channel and the work I do here. Without you, this just wouldn't be possible for me to run a channel like this. And then as a token of my gratitude, I give you the blueprints neatly organized so that you can build your own MAM and improve it if you like. Thank you very much for watching. As we come back, we're going to be adding pins, and then later on, we're going to be adding crystals. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.